minds. We're gonna get this forever. You know, whenever we link up, my nigga.
Oh, shit. I'm live. Hello, people. So, what did you even know I was live? So, yeah, that was a disaster. It was a good one, but at the same time, it was a disaster because, shit, man, we're really getting on the subject of abortion. So, yeah. Not a big fan of it. David wanted to do it. I'm not upset. I think it was good. It's a good thing to have, good discussion to have. People don't usually talk about those things anymore. And, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. David, you know, we gave the guy a fair chance. I think he held up on his own. You know, he did all right. I mean, he had some really crazy ideas, but whatever. But, yeah, they're still talking, and I really didn't want to be in there anymore. So I started this one up, as everyone asked, and David's going to be joining here soon, and I'm going to send some people out, some links. Let me do that right now. Let's do that. So what did people think? What did y'all think about that stream? What's your thoughts? Let me get it. Thoughts. Link to you, Grant. Where's David's bitch ass at? And link to you, David. Come in whenever. So, yeah, I need thoughts. I need ideas. Nothing? No one's got nothing? Am I just sitting here? Am I just sitting here just pissing in the wind, asking for some ideas? But anyways, whatever. But yeah, I mean, the dude's all right. I mean, he was a nice guy. I mean, he wasn't like sitting there, get my Bible and it's against our religion and all this shit. He tried. He kept that back. He was reserved. What's up, Grant? Grant, you were a little pissed off. I could tell in the chat.
What, my all caps didn't give it away?
Yeah, I could tell.
God.
I could tell. I mean, like, look, here's the thing. David wanted to do this stream on abortion.
To go back, I don't know if anybody saw this. I'm sure people saw me yelling in chat about it. But David asked him about the 14-year-old. Should that 14-year-old carry the fucking term? And that dude completely dodged that fucking question. I wanted the fucking answer. I want to know what he would have said.
Well, here's the thing, and I tried not stepping in as much. I tried leaving it alone. I didn't want to.
No, all you had to do was like, hey,
get as involved.
Answer the fucking question.
Yeah, I didn't want to get as involved because this was David's thing, and I didn't want to. For me, this whole abortion thing is kind of a dead subject. But David did say privately, he was like, "This will be talked about a lot in the next 4 years."
Yes, it will.
And I think, you know, maybe we need to start tackling it right now, But here's the thing. I had to jump in, and I forget what I jumped in on. I was like, so you're against women having abortions, but then yet you want to tell people, hey, you're on your own if you get in a car wreck or you don't have insurance.
Dude,
you just can't pick and choose on what you care and you don't care about.
Dude, any pro-lifer that I've come across, any one of them, and this whole time this debate's been going on, anytime I've been talking about it throughout the years, every fucking one of them that are pro-life or against abortion or say that it's murder, it's that fucking God complex. That's always the basis for it. I've not met a single one that says, you know what, I just don't like abortion.
Yeah.
I've never,
and that's the thing. Yeah, I don't get. What I don't understand is why do they give a shit if a chick's having an abortion? I mean, why is it? Because
the Bible says we need more soldiers for God.
Yeah,
the Bible says, you know, I will give that guy credit. He didn't bring that up a bunch, but I mean, dude, everything the guy was, every little argument point that he had, like those words verbatim are what I hear from fundies. Verbatim.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I mean, look, he was. I don't think he's an overly religious dude. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe you got to be overly religious to have that standpoint. I mean, he did come in there, and you know, he did listen to us when we said what we said, and he wasn't being obnoxious about it. I mean, he had his beliefs, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, for me, it's almost a dead subject to talk about it because I feel like most people get it. If they don't get it, then they're stupid.
And back to the 14-year-old, I'm still waiting for the it's a gift from God. I was waiting for it. Because I was so about to fucking just fuck this, shut down the laptop, and go back in the house. I mean, this guy was
Well, and that's the thing. And we
what
kind of, I kind of
world is this motherfucker in?
Yeah, I kind of felt like people were going to react like that towards him. I mean,
No, I mean,
I think for most people in this community, they don't want to talk about abortion anymore because I mean, it's pretty much a dead subject.
yeah, it is. But
we're all on the right side of it.
right. But David's got a point though, because you know, the first thing that got brought up, especially in Trump's campaign, one of the first things that was brought up was Roe v. Wade. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, aside from if Trump's going to do it or not, but the argument just got brought back up.
Yeah.
That means there are still people in the country that still have that fucking stance.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't. They should fucking get past that shit now. I mean, how many times have we debunked those same goddamn arguments over and over and over?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just a religious thing. People are uber religious. I mean, you're asking them to give up on their thoughts because
we're asking them to not worry about what other fucking people do.
Yeah, but I think that's a problem. I mean, it's a common sense thing, and they clearly don't have the common sense.
No, I mean, this guy.
We're expecting too much from them. That's what I think.
This guy talks about he doesn't want to pay taxes that go into welfare or Planned Parenthood or anything like that. But he has no fucking problem telling a woman or forcing a woman to go full term. Fuck him, man. And I hope he's watching this. Fuck him.
He might be coming in. You might have a shot. David's talking to him.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, if I start going off, he'll want to leave. Because David's got something that I don't. I don't think David cussed not once. I think he was just straight to the point. You know, he wasn't insulting, and that's my problem.
Well, here's the thing. David told me in the first he wanted this to be serious, and look, he told me from a week ago. He was like, "Yeah, I want to debate someone on abortion." I don't know. This was like we were doing a whatever stream, and I was like, "All right, man, you find someone and we'll do it." And he says, "Yeah, I found this one guy I was arguing with on Twitter on abortion." I was like, "All right." And I was like, "Fine, dude, this is all you. I'll just stay in the background."
You know what I was going to put in the chat, like, you know, Esau, tell David not to bring it or like pick the next guest or anything like that. But I'm like, nah, because Esau fucked that up too. So, yeah.
Dude, you know, honestly, David always picks up the most fucked up. The twice I give him.
No, and another reason why I didn't put it up is because of the fact of, I mean, even though it was fucking like, you know, it was a headache watching the shit. I think it's still something that needs to be done every now and again.
And that's the thing. And we try to. We generally try to fucking hear everybody's view here. Everybody. I mean, shit that you don't expect to hear, we're going to hear it. Now, here's the thing. I don't want us to bring out some Christian fanatic because I don't think that's a huge issue compared to like Muslims.
I'm an anarchist capitalist. And
I don't know what that's about.
Dude, no. I mean, I don't know. I just find it funny when he says he has no wife, he has no kids, but he makes six figures. And, you know, you have no wife, no kids, but you're so willing to tell people what to do with, you know.
Yeah.
Women with their lives and kids and everything. Don't fuck unless you're married, financially stable, in your 30s, got a good retirement plan set up, or any shit like that. Come on, man. Really? You're telling people, don't fuck. Don't fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he tried making it into a moral thing. He wanted to tell human beings what they're supposed to do and what they're...
That's the Christian standpoint. They always think they have the morality card, that they have some type of fucking monopoly on morality. So they use that angle. So they're saying, hey, you know, your argument for abortion is not moral, period. They're so quick to bring that part up into it. That they tried to one up you in that at the beginning of the argument. But I want to know his fucking moral stance on the 14-year-old.
Okay, so what was the 14-year-old? What was the 14-year-old thing again? Please,
David brought up a point that a lot of the abortion, the highest abortion ratio were done by girls 15 and under, or 14 and under. And then of course the guy disagreed with it, and David brought up the point where, okay, well, what do you think should happen with that 14-year-old? and he completely switched off into something else. He didn't even entertain to even think about the question. He immediately shot off. But that's the thing. And I honestly think if he'd answered that question, everybody that was with me in the chat would have went ballistic. You would have just seen us just fucking cussing all the way up the chat.
I lost a subscriber because of that stream. That's all right. Whatever.
Yeah, it was probably him.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. David's here. David, yeah, man. That was awesome, dude.
David.
What's up, man?
What's up, Grant?
Hey, I'll have to give you the credit where credit's due in terms of not doing like me and flipping the fuck out at a lot of the bullshit that he said.
Yeah, I was. Oh man, I honestly, I was holding back like laughter a couple times. I'm just like, wait, what?
And I was just telling Esau, and I mentioned it in the chat and all that. When you asked him the question about the 14-year-old, how he just flat out dodged that one. I'm still fucking irritated by that one. I'm irate about that one because as soon as you asked it, he flipped it. Now, he was kind of like skirting around certain questions, before that got brought up. But when you asked him that one, he completely just shot out of it. It's like, nope, I'm getting out of that pool.
Well, I think the kind of overarching message is that all these dilemmas, all these ethical dilemmas, they're not singular. They are nebulous.
Right.
It is a mathematical computation that you are carrying over lots of ones and zeros, and at the end, morality is an ethical choice to allow in free society. Well,
the whole morality argument that's the fundamental go-to when it comes to the pro-lifers. They always think they have that upper hand on morality.
Which I don't.
So they're automatically telling you, David, you don't have any moral high ground or any morality stance in this at all. They're telling you that from the very beginning of it.
It is kind of a presupposition because they think they are morally correct.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the act is just morally. What would be the word? It's moral. It's morally correct for it to be allowable. Like I don't think it's moral to like. I'm not a slate writer where I think like it's moral. Like everyone needs to have an abortion. It's moral.
Right. No, it's more along the lines of like we say with choice. We're not saying abortion's for everybody. We're not saying that. It's. There's even the argument about late term. I'm not for late term. But really early in the thing, or if you got some type of medical issue, if somebody is in danger of losing their life because of it, that's what needs to be talked about. He's on the stance of just getting rid of it all completely.
Yeah. No, I asked him about the rape victim, and he was like, "Yeah, no, they keep it."
No, that's the gift from God fucking shit. And where did he ever give you that citation that says that 70% of women that were raped are for it?
No. I'm pretty sure I asked for a citation on that. I didn't.
Oh yeah. He didn't even get the fucking full sentence out before you asked citation.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me know what the dog's in.
All right.
So yeah, that was shit, dude.
Oh man. No, but you know what? I don't say it was a bad stream. I won't say that. David,
I don't think it was a bad stream. I just think
David, it basically was kind of a debate. You had two people representing completely opposite sides, and like I said, I'll give it to David, man. He handled it very well. I would have lost my fucking mind within 5 minutes.
How did I do as ref, as a moderator? How did I do?
You came in and asked a few questions, but
I wasn't really meant to ask any questions.
No. That's what I'm saying. You came in and asked questions, but if you want to make this like the most formatted fucking thing, like the most debates are, like most of the big debates, like the old Hitchens debates that we used to watch.
Yeah.
If you notice, those moderators, whenever they would ask a question, they would ask a question that was meant for both sides. You know what I mean? You would find that question to get answers from both sides. When you asked your questions, you went directly at Tim.
Well, the thing is, there wasn't nothing I didn't disagree with David on. So,
I understand, but I'm just saying sometimes moderators do that to kind of keep it going, to kind of move it along. Now, even if you agree with David, you would ask that question to get to be able to open it up for answers from both sides. and not something simple like, oh, well, do you agree with abortion? No, you got to get more in depth to kind of keep that ball rolling. I mean, that's if you wanted it like full on, like formatted. Dave gets fucking 5 minutes and Tim gets 5 minutes, and then you have your rebuttal time of 10 minutes. And I mean, if you want to take it like that, but but other than that, no, you did fine.
Yeah, I think if I was in it talking as much as David, it would have been bad because he did thank us at the end. He was like, "Thanks for not double teaming me."
I mean, because at the same sense, the guy kind of knew he was stepping in the lines, and I know he was looking at the chat, dude, because you could see his eyes going off to the chat. He saw us fucking raging on him, so he knew he was stepping in the lines then. So that was a good thing. Let David handle it. Let it be the one-on-one. That was good.
I do think one of the things that I did like is that I was intellectually honest. I mean, especially when he's like, well, is like does newborn have personhood? And I'm like, to be quite honest, like, I think you got me here because no, I don't think they do. But I think that we've decided that born is the line right now.
Well, yeah, in that same little part there, he talked about, we have to decide, what is moral across the board. And, like you said before, morality is subjective, and throughout society, throughout tenures of societies, morality kind of changes within society. Society dictates morality.
Yeah.
He's on the stance of his personal feelings of what he thinks, and that's how everybody should abide by it.
Yeah, which
again is the religious standpoint.
And I got him on it, and he didn't even try to address it because I was like, that sounds like very morally authoritarian.
Yeah.
Especially for
you got him actually stopping and pausing for like a minute or so. You did that at least 4 times that I saw. You actually got him to stop and go, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, there. At least something got across to the guy that at least made him rethink his position.
Nah, he wasn't a bad dude overall. I think.
I'm not going to say he's a bad guy.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying, like, he's not like crazy.
No,
what do you think, David?
I have nothing I'm willing to put on record about that.
Like I said, he's not a bad guy. I just think he's just wrong. He's just so wrong in this. I think he needs to look more into it and actually kind of broaden the spectrum a bit to kind of see where things are at, and in today's day. And don't come at it with that fucking religious standpoint. Even though he didn't bring religion into it as much, but like I said, everything he said was verbatim a religious fucking standpoint.
The one thing is, I just want to know, like, and I didn't ask him it, and I probably should have, is that who's going to take care? And I mean, I guess we did kind of ask it. Who's going to take care of these like 1 million people, million new people brought up every year in the U.S.? Yeah,
and he talks about, that's millions of people that could have been on the earth, and we got too many fucking people on this planet to begin with.
I mean, the one thing that I think I got him on, like, and that was like super Freudian slip, was when he got like physically angry and was like, and they need to pay for it. I was like,
yeah, they need to be punished.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's in his mind, you should not fuck if you're poor. If you're not financially stable, you should not fuck. Don't go with raw human emotion in your life, all right? Don't fall into that. Because idle hands and shit. But oh man.
That was awesome.
I don't know if you saw in the chat, David. I was losing my fucking mind. I'm sitting there cussing, and my old lady actually came out here like, "What are you yelling about? You're not even on. What are you yelling about?"
So you're gonna do a fuck it rant?
No, probably not.
What?
No.
Because I'm not. This one's not gonna go for much longer. It's gonna go for
really?
Yeah. Because I gotta go to work tomorrow, man. I gotta drive 2 hours back to Virginia and work for 10 days straight.
What the fuck, man?
Man, I'm sorry.
Well, I know that, but I mean, Jesus.
Oh, that sucked. Dude, do a fuck it.
Nah, dude, I'm not even like mentally like geared up for it.
Why?
I'm just not. I wasn't. I mean, I was watching the games earlier and plus, dude, my stomach is like slam full. I can't think when my stomach's full.
Dude, we didn't do turkey. We did chicken today.
The kind of asshole are you?
chicken's so much better than turkey.
Well, you know what? It's better than like what was it? I think it was 2002.
People do ham on
I was
Thanksgiving.
living in the barracks in 2002, and I had staff duty the night before Thanksgiving, which is an all-night duty. David knows all about it. And so basically, I was in my room Thanksgiving Day. I ordered a pizza. That was my Thanksgiving.
That sucks.
You know, so
Did you get turkey on it? Just at least.
no, I won't do that. But no, so you know, if you actually get to, you know, actually spend a day with people, actually get some good food and everything, it's definitely worth it.
No, I'm at the family's house right now.
Fucking watching TV and eating pizza on Thanksgiving is not cool. Because I would have gone home. Because I was in North Carolina at the time. I would have come back home to Virginia. You know, it's only like a 4-hour drive. I would have come home if I didn't have duty that night.
Hey Grant, you see those Pittsburgh scores?
No, I haven't seen it yet. The last thing I got to update that T.Y. Hilton got hurt on my fantasy shit.
Oh, dude, he's still doing fantasy because my team's like fucking 6-4 right now. I'm third in the league.
I'm in like 3 fucking leagues right now. So it's, I'm trying to see.
Is that the
what's
one
the score, Dave? Dave, what's the score?
30-0.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You should feel great, especially after what we gave to you a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So, David, any other out of touch person you want to bring onto the stream again?
I don't know. I kind of like. I think we should do these like once every couple months, though. We can switch off.
Yeah, but see, here's a.
I was telling Esau that, like, you know, don't let David fucking suggest any more fucking guests anymore. But then I had to rethink it. I was like, you know what, this, you know, even as irritating as it was still a good thing. You know, it was.
So out of us two, who brings on the best guests? Who does the best? Not the most popular. We're talking about guests.
Okay, who decided on me?
Me.
Okay, who decided on Joe?
Me.
Who decided on Reese?
Me.
Who decided on Drew?
Me.
Devin Tracy. All the times. Okay.
Me.
What do you mean by decided?
Say that again?
I think. Hold on. I'm gonna switch.
It's more like I say this person's coming on, and David's like, "Oh, cool. Oh, fuck that guy. Oh, great."
Yeah. That's really kind of how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, Esau. I mean, you're the one that's brought more people on.
Yeah, but I feel like David brings on the people who.
I think it's more on the thing of like who decided on Woolly Bumblebee and shit like that.
That's David. David.
Well, yeah, but so I brought on I want to bring on people I disagree with because I want to take something away.
Yeah.
Now, Woolly Bumblebee, if we had only gotten Woolly Bumblebee, it would have been decent.
Yes.
The thing is, her husband is absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's a fucking maniac, man. Oh man, yeah, lunatic.
Now here's another question. What if you got just her husband?
Oh man,
you know where I'm going with this. Like if you just had him without any other interference, I should say. What if he? Do you think he would have gone nuts like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
George Mendez or some shit like that. Yeah.
No, I'm asking,
Mendez.
do you think he's trying to show off in front of her?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Aaron Watson asked, who the fuck is Woolly Bumblebee? You know what? That's a great question.
The devil work.
You should just continue to ponder. Don't find out any further.
So I'll give you the backstory, Aaron. So me and David, this was like our second stream together. Right, so bear in mind, I didn't like David. I think I was kind of liking David at this point. And then the first person, I was like, hey, man, we got to find people to bring on. He's like, oh, okay. Next day, he's like, oh, I got Woolly Bumblebee on. I was like, wait, who the fuck is that? And then I watched some of her videos. I was like, dude, you fucking brought on a maniac onto the channel.
Right. Intentionally.
The funny thing was, right before that, I only knew about Woolly Bumblebee for maybe 2 weeks because I saw Reese did a fucking video on her. She did a video trying to bash Devin on something, and it was like, okay, this chick is fucking out there. And then like the next day after that one, her and her husband were on a stream with Sargon, and you can tell Sargon, as dull as he is, Sargon was getting livid because of the shit that he was hearing. And then what was it? 2 weeks later, I talked with you. He said, "Yeah, I'm bringing on Wooly Bumblebee on my podcast." I'm like, "Are you?"
But I made sure it wasn't my idea. Like I made sure of that.
I'm sitting there like, hold on, wait, didn't you just not see the shit that I just saw in the last couple of weeks?
Hey, I wanna just say one thing. I hypocrite.
That was me.
And I do want to point it out there that the one you had with Naked Ape.
Oh man,
that one I listened all the way through, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. He was actually all right.
Look, here's the thing. I know how to.
Very different definitions of all right.
It was all right, below average.
It was all right.
It was
Was
all
it
right.
all right, or was it all right?
It was all right. It was all right, considering the circumstance. Yeah, no, I mean, Naked Ape was an all right dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Let's just say it wasn't the shit show I expected.
Well,
the only thing I have to say about Naked Ape is that I think you could replace him with like a talking points robot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, he literally said, what was it, spiritual materialism, like 7 times, and I don't even think that means anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what that means. I can't even like think of like any type of hint or anything of what
it's just means. Like jingoistic like nonsense.
Right. Spiritual
materialism.
Spiritual materialism.
Yes.
It's almost like an oxymoron.
It
I mean,
is.
just like when you first hear it, you're like, hold on, how did those two come together?
Plus, he can't actually. So I actually watched that video back, and
oh man,
the person doesn't like Naked Ape doesn't actually address points at all. What it is that he has like a whole bunch of his own points that are already cemented in his head that he's ready to just debate at any point. But if you go off script at all, like, and this is why I go with the whole robot thing. He just continues down this pre-plotted course.
Well, you know what's funny? You could say the same thing about the stream you just previously had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so no more Dogmas coming on this week. What do you think about that, David?
James a cool dude.
He's a centrist, man. I like centrist.
This is the second time I'm bringing him on the channel, but it's with you. So
he asked me something. He DM'd me a few months ago. Asked me about hey man, do you mind if I interview you about like your time of service and things like that? I'm like, I answer back. I'm like, yeah, but it'll probably be boring. And he didn't talk to me since. I was like, well, damn, I guess I might have just rubbed him the wrong way on that one.
Oh man,
I think he probably expected some like cool story or whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't have any cool stories or anything like that, so it'll probably be boring. But yeah.
You know, that's kind of a thing though, that like the streams that I like, the ones that I go back and I'm like, man, that was just awesome. They're probably really boring to everybody else,
right?
Because it's just like two people who acknowledge that both people are people. And normally the ones I like are people with more centrist opinions or more barely left libertarian positions.
Yeah.
I think
it's like sitting in an echo chamber and you're just like, man, this guy's really cool. And everyone in chat's like, kill each other. And
I think me and David can admit Grant Bayless was our favorite stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was kind of pissed off about that because I've been trying to get Bayless.
I asked him once. That was it.
Yeah. Well, anytime I've asked him or anytime we've talked or anything like that, it's always been like the worst time. Either I'm busy, he's busy, something like that. Because I mean, we've been DMing back and forth for probably about a year now. Times never matched up.
You know how you get people on, Grant? You tell them if they don't come on, you're gonna kill yourself, and then they're like, "Oh fuck." Yeah, I'm coming on. Yeah, ask Devin. Ask all of them. They're like, well, I don't want this fat guy killing himself, so I might as well come on.
Yeah, but yeah, Bayless is a cool dude, man. I like that guy.
He's overall, yeah, he's my favorite. I think for entertainment value, you can't beat Devin. That dude is just a walking.
Yeah.
He's just walking entertainment. Like, I mean, somebody brought it up, and it was like the top comment, and it's like 2 minutes into the stream, and Devin Tracy's explaining how to get tit pics out of your YouTube career, and you're just like, you can't beat that. Like it took like an hour and a half for Grant to start talking about like pooping pants and stuff like that. 2 minutes in, Devin Tracy tit pics.
Grant out of nowhere, like you were gone for like a minute. Now 5 minutes, and he's like, "Have you ever been caught jerking off?" I was like, "Wait, what? Where did this come from?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure, why not?"
See, that's like the point though, and this is kind of what it goes to. Like, well, you're not married, Esau, but it's like you're not really married until, I mean, you're legally married, but you're not really married until like you start farting around each other.
Yep.
Or like you're taking a shower,
pissing with the door open.
Yeah, and she comes in and she's like, "I gotta poop," and you're like, "Okay, whatever," and you don't even care. That's when you're actually married. So it's the same thing when you have
when you got to piss really bad. She's sitting on toilet. All you got to do is tell her spread, so
Yep.
she can make the whole. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Just piss in a bathtub.
No.
like a savage. God,
Your wife to spread her legs so you don't. What if you miss and you hit her with it?
Well, there's a shower right there.
And there's toilet paper on the other end.
Yeah.
You just pissed on her, really?
Well, you know
some
how
people
it is.
do that anyways.
When you can aim, but when the stream first starts, it starts somewhere else, and then you have to bring it back.
Who's pissed in a bathtub? No one lies. One for yes, two for no.
No, I've peed in a bathtub when I'm taking a shower and stuff like that. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get out. God, Esau.
And I'm not going to start the shower just to piss.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too. If you pee in the shower, like, you'd have to turn the water on first, and then, like, it's just weird, Esau.
Yeah, I know. You got to get all that stuff? Yeah.
Andy, we're trying to get Andy Worski on. Any ideas about him? I talked to him for like a few minutes on Joe's side.
Yeah, Andy's cool. Yeah. I was on that stream when you talked to him.
Were you? Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I came in real late. Yeah, because the reason why I was late, because last week I have friends up near DC, and one of the friends obviously is she's pregnant. I think she's due in March, I think. And they did that 4D fucking ultrasound, and they invited me and the old lady up to check it out. That's why I was there. That goes right along with the whole, abortion argument. and that's actually the next thing I want to lead to. The whole thing about David, you brought up the whole in vitro thing.
Yeah.
My friends, they did it, and they spent a ton of fucking money, and it didn't. I think they did it like the first 3 or 4 times. It didn't take.
Yeah.
And I mean, just money upon money upon money, because he's somewhat sterile. He got sick a few years back. I want to say it was like West Nile virus or something like that. He got really sick, and I think that caused him to become sterile. So,
actually, there was a couple things that happened after the stream. I don't want to talk about one of them because it's kind of private, but I will bring up the other one.
Wait, this is when I left. I always miss the good shit.
This is after you left.
Was it bad or good?
And don't worry about it. I'm not gonna throw the guy under the bus, but I will say this because this seems like something that he would be willing to defend. So if anyone has a problem with this, feel free to talk to him. But this person has a problem with fixing genetic disorders in utero. Like, because I told him, I was like, what starts happening when we can, fix these things before utero? And he's like, that's scary, that's wrong. You start going into like perfect race and stuff, and I'm like, well, we're already fixing some genetic disorders in utero. And he's like, that's wrong. And I'm like, really?
Well, if you don't fix those genetic disorders, sometimes they could lead to
spontaneous abortion.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that big A word. Wow.
I'm like, that seemed like such a callous
Dude, I'm
position.
dumbfounded by that one. I mean, if you want, this guy wants the kid to survive and shit like that, but no, he wants it to survive as is, even though that's like the worst way to say it. But, born with problems, that's going to suck not only for the parents, but for the kid. It's going to suck for the kid. And dude, his false equivalences with like, what if I push you off the boat, as in terms of like taking you off the support of the motor?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that is so just like out there. There's none of that equates whatsoever.
Well, and I tried to bring that up, and he's like, "No, it's a total perfect analogy." And I'm like,
No, that's a horrible fucking
No.
analogy.
He's like, what if I locked you? I would like. I'm just like, okay, well, so you're comparing, like, someone taking birth control and it schluffing, or like a what is it, or like the 201 CB, like, so someone takes birth control and it thins their uterine wall, or they take like the 305 RJ pill or whatever, the morning after. You're comparing that to like, there's an Arctic research station, and I knowingly throw this person out and lock the door, knowing they can't come back in anywhere else. I'm like,
well, that guy wasn't depending on you for life support. You weren't getting the nutrients, and he wasn't getting the nutrients off of you.
Yes.
He wasn't surviving off of you. That's oh my god, horrible fucking analogy. Every one of them that he brought up, none of them fit. But like I said, that's the same. We've heard those arguments before. We've heard.
Yeah, I think the only one that really matches it is that in a way to give some sort of semblance of personhood to the fetus while still maintaining it, is that like, you have a crippling disease, you're going to die unless we hook your blood up to this person whose blood will naturally cure yours, and then it'll cycle back into you, and it'll take 9 months for this treatment to go, and then we can disconnect you. Should the government be able to force you to, do this for 9 months?
Stop schluffing around.
Doesn't want his taxes going anything. Don't want to be forced to pay for other people's shit, but he wants to force.
Hey, you woman, you can't have an abortion.
Don't fuck unless you're financially stable.
The other thing too.
That's all I got from that.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot of his position. The other thing too, when he's just like,
and like I said, this is coming from somebody who doesn't have an old lady, doesn't have kids or anything like that. Since he's financially stable, he can say that, oh, you shouldn't be fucking unless you're financially stable.
oh yeah, imagine if this guy lost his job tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
got a girl pregnant.
Yeah, for the first time.
He's fucked. He's fucked.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, so so I will say something to, what is it? I guess the better word, to give this guy a little bit of props on the back end, because we were talking about stuff off stream, and I was like, to be honest, man, I'm like, I can agree with some things of pro-lifers and stuff like that. I'm like, do I think we should be terminating it like 39 weeks?
Oh,
like,
fuck
no. I'm like, pull out that kid, sure, put it up for adoption.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, we need to understand that this is not happening in any specific way.
I've never really ran across anybody that's arguing for fucking 39-week abortion. I've never seen anybody argue that.
Yeah.
We're talking about early term. Not even half. I mean, we're talking about early here.
Yeah. No. 92% of abortions happen within the first 13 weeks.
Oh, did you tell him by any chance that the abortion rates are usually from the evangelical South, and the rates for repeat abortions are from the evangelical South, and the highest number of teen pregnancy abortions are from the evangelical South?
No, I mean, we didn't. We actually, when we talked pre-stream, pretty much he said, I don't want to bring up religion, and I was like, yeah, you really don't, because I'll crush you. No, you don't,
because you'll get destroyed on that one.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, I'm pretty much willing to deal with that. I don't want to go into that. And I was like, okay, then we will totally stay away from religion.
I'll give him that credit, but I mean, I've already got it in my mind. I've never run across a pro-lifer that isn't religious.
So I mean, so I haven't given the guy credit yet. So we talked about why abortions happen, and like because I re-hit the whole. That is actually astounding to me that 1,800 out of 1,800 pregnancies for people under the age of 15, 800 of them are going to get aborted. Those people should never even be pregnant. And you know why? Because we should have better sex ed and we should have condoms available in middle and high school. We should have birth control available in middle and high school. And he actually said he was like, I'm not against that. So that's the credit I will give to the guy.
Because that's the thing. You're not going to tell people to stop fucking. You're not going to make them stop fucking. No. Kids are going to fuck. That's just how it is.
Yes.
And I mean, and aside from kids, adults are going to fuck too, no matter what their financial situation is.
Smash.
Some people fuck to forget about their financial situation.
We're going to smash.
Turns out, actually, that poor people might be having more sex than rich people, actually. So it's like, hey, you going to work? Nope, just going to go have some sex today. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But like I said before, I don't think it was a bad stream. I think just like you said, Esau mentioned that now that Trump's in office, this conversation will be brought back up within the next 4 years. And because it showed that the beginning part of Trump's campaign was, you heard the topic of Roe v. Wade being brought back up. He said he was gonna fucking get rid of it. Although he's backtracked, but I mean, he brought it back up, and anybody that supported him wholeheartedly are totally against fucking Roe v. Wade.
And that's
hashtag not all.
There's going to be a lot of things.
By the way, who'd you say that said that, Grant?
What do you mean?
Who'd you say was saying that because Trump getting elected, this is going to get brought up?
Esau said that you said it.
Oh yeah, I was going to say I said that. I think the day after the election results came in, I'm just like,
hey man, I gave you your credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you told me, buddy. You said that you did, which I'm with you on that one.
And
even though a lot of us are like trying to move past this, and we've pretty much got our fucking facts down pat about this, it's going to get brought up again. Yep. I'm totally with you on that, because you have people that we're talking about people that want to prove the validity of the Bible. Yes. Still, and they're still around, and they're still trying to push shit. So. Yeah, I'm all about keeping it going.
The other thing that's gonna get brought up, and it already is, we have 13 challenges. So I don't know if you know how school years work and stuff like that, and boards and stuff. There are already 13 different, proposed changes in different school communities to bring creationism into the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, me and Joe kind of had an argument about that not too long ago. Because he brought up the thing of Islam being the most dangerous and shit like that. We're all on board with that, but I also did bring up the fact that, look, even though it's not on the highest end of the fucking list, creationism in schools is still important. It's still important to address.
Drastically.
It's even religion and politics. It's still a problem, because look at Mike Pence. I mean, it's still there, even though it's been kind of knocked down a couple notches on the list. Don't fucking forget it. Me and him kind of had a back and forth on that.
No. Speaking of which, I just wanted to go into the mindset of some of these people, and I know that one person doesn't speak for everyone. Hashtag not all.
Hashtag everybody.
No. I mean, what was it? I was at my mother-in-law's for vacation last week, and I was just on Twitter, and I was just hanging out, and somebody decided to get into a spat with me about Tim Pence, and they're just like, everything you know about him is a lie. He doesn't necessarily, and this is this person, like, this is the mentality.
RFRA was a lie?
Well, no. So he was saying that it's not that Pence isn't bad because he wants to electrocute gays. He doesn't want to electrocute gays. He just thinks that federal funding should be used for gay conversion therapy. He's not specifically, saying we need to electrocute them. I'm just like,
what?
and I'm just like, that's a defense.
Yeah.
And you need to understand, in the mentality of some of these people that feel, in all fairness, do I think Trump gives a crap about gay people one way or the other? No. Do I think Trump gives a crap about abortion one way or another? No. Do I think Trump gives a crap about creationism in schools? No. I don't even think that guy's ever opened a Bible, in all reality.
I don't think that guy's ever opened up a book.
The whole he definitely pandered to the evangelical right. He definitely pandered there. I don't believe that he's a fucker by any means.
No.
I mean, when it comes to religion, I kind of look at him as in the same vein as Obama. I think Obama did the same thing. I don't think Obama's a fucking believing Christian. I
Of course not.
honestly
He's
don't.
a Muslim.
He's a
That's
Muslim.
right. That's right. He's one of them there Muslims.
Wait, I gotta make sure I don't have. Yeah.
But the issue is that these people, whether or not Trump actually holds their same views, they feel empowered under a Trump presidency.
Yes. I'll agree to that.
We are going to have these conversations again. Even these like ones that we think like the dragon has already been slayed, and it wasn't even a dragon. It turned out it was just an oversized rat. We left. I mean, there is a certain like kind of irony that we are going to go back to atheism 1.0 shit for at least a little bit.
I gotta tell you guys a secret.
I don't have a problem with that.
Hey,
I honestly don't.
I gotta tell you guys a secret. Only between us three. Very low. Reese is a Muslim, a secret one.
Oh man,
Just keep that between us.
dude. Oh, can we please talk about this now? Now that you're on here, Grant. No. Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
Please.
What is Pizzagate?
What the fuck is a damn Pizzagate?
Okay.
I see Taz going ape shit about it. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Okay. Can I tell you? Can I explain it to you? Do not
Please.
laugh. Okay.
Please.
So there is an international cabal of child refugee smugglers related to the Illuminati that have underground caves and a complex under Comet Ping Pong Pizza, I think in Pennsylvania. And no, it's Maryland. And what they do is they go there and they smuggle these children in, and they have child orgies, and then they kill them and eat them.
Yeah.
In some sort of satanic ritual.
Did they find bodies or this is
No. This literally all started because pretty much some emails from like John Podesta and stuff, and it would be like, "Hey, are we gonna have a cheese pizza at like Pong this weekend?" And people are like, "Whoa, cheese
And it
pizza!"
It just took off from there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So maybe he's just asking for a cheese pizza.
No. Well, okay, so
It's never simple, Esau. You have to look between the lines. But you have to look between the lines through the eyes of.
What if he asked for a pepperoni pizza?
You have to, no. The Illuminati does not like anything pork.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny
Dude, I
because
just made that up, and it's probably
That's fucking stupid.
my thing is just like, if you really think this is true, why don't you gather up all your evidence, go to the police? You could probably convince like at least one police officer, and he can go to Comet Ping Pong and like look for this like cavern complex, or use like some GPR outside the building and find these like tunnels. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't be hard to prove with all the evidence that you have. Like, no, like there is supposedly an underground complex where they satanically and ritually like execute children that they just had sex with, and then they eat them.
wow.
But yes, that's Pizzagate.
This
Taz,
might.
if you're hearing this, what the fuck, dude?
I'm not.
Where? Oh my god. Because I remember seeing him in like the chats for like the past 2 weeks. Pizzagate's fucking real. Y'all just ain't paying attention.
Infowars might.
Infowars.
So if I go in there and I ask for like a mushroom pizza,
Yeah,
shit like that.
Imagine and we were joking about this. I think like one night.
It
It
was
was like
funny.
one night when I was like I think we were both drunk, and we're just like, so how does it work? Like what would happen if you like went into this place, right? And you're just like, I'd like a cheese pizza with extra olives. And they like look back at you and they say, salted olives, or regular olives, and you go like,
I don't know,
I
man.
like no, and you say something. You just accidentally say something like, I like salted olives during the daytime, and they like look at you, give you like a little wink, and they're like, "Come with me, please." And they like take you to this door, and like
man, it's not a
move,
pizza, man.
and like and they like move like some picture, of like Hillary Clinton or something like that, and like type in like an 8-digit code, and then like a sliding door opens.
The 8-digit code is mushroom.
Yeah, and she's like, they're down at the bottom, and you're just like, I have no idea what's going on here right now. Like, I came in here for a pizza. Like, how does? I mean, like in all honesty,
Someone would slip up at that point. Someone would fuck up.
9/11, right? Like the Twin Towers. Like, if you want to have a conspiracy theory, there's like some good stuff there. Like, there is some good stuff. I mean, I don't believe it, but there's at least some things there that, I mean, like, how did Trade Tower 7 fall? That looks like super controlled demolition to me. Like,
Oh my god.
and this is part of my job. Like, that it looks like a controlled demolition. Totally agree. Oh my god, Grant's like, god damn it. But I'm just saying, how did we go from conspiracy theorists 10 years ago who were just like, hey, this one building fell and it looks pretty sketchy, and then like there's this one column and it has an angle on it, to now satanic place under pizza joint.
Well, I know what you're getting at. It's like, 10 years ago there was something there that they could go off of. Now it's just like you hear one word or you hear 3 different words, but the way they're put together all of a sudden just sparks something in people's minds. And they have to make this up as they go. Years ago, there was something substantial there, like, jet fuel does not melt steel beams. To a point, you're correct. But once we get past that point and see what actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's just like pizza underground.
Child porn cabal.
Child porn, Maryland, and cabal.
Illuminati.
All of a sudden it's bam, and there had to have been that fucking triangle in there somewhere.
Oh, no. Actually, there is a triangle in there.
There it is.
So, the Comet Pizza logo, it looks like so it's like a cheese pizza, pretty much, right? But there's it's like 2 pizzas stacked on top of each other, and somebody brought up that it looks like if you combined the Illuminati symbol with this one child porn symbol. No, I'm being dead serious.
No, look who's in the chat.
What's that?
I said, look who's in the chat.
Illuminati.
Oh shit.
No, but that's actually part of their evidence is that the Comet Pong pizza symbol looks like the Illuminati symbol plus this pedophile or child porn something symbol. And Comet, I think, actually went out of the way, by the way, and already changed their symbol because of this.
Well, I mean, you can go back to, what was it, Procter & Gamble, their old logo had like the 13 stars in it or something like that. And they took it way out of control.
Hey guys. I'm sorry to crash the party, but I actually gotta go.
You motherfucker.
Real quick.
Yes.
Rant. Speaking of things like that, have you seen the Monster video?
Yes. Where when you turn the can upside down, it creates,
Well, and it's also, if you look at the Monster logo and you look at the Jewish languages, it's like 666, and it's also like feed the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fuck it that it's just, like 3 claws. No, or 3 claw marks. It has to be, the Hebrew symbol for, what was it, the letter 6 or something, and you see 3 claws, not 4, not 5, you see 3. Yeah, I saw that video. It was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Also, Marlboro is the brand of the KKK, because if you fold your cigarette pack in a certain way, you can see like people with hoods, and it's also supposed to be like the 3 Ks.
Also, anyone.
YouTube, dude.
See, no, what I'm saying is, you see my pack here.
We're gonna.
I've got to figure out how to get it. You know what I mean?
Go to the store and buy it.
No. What I mean is, somebody has sat there and dicked around with an empty pack. Well, actually, no, I got an empty pack over here. Somebody dicked around with a fucking empty pack, and then all of a sudden it folded up a weird way or whatever, and all of a sudden, oh shit!
Also, Pepsi's Illuminati. Yeah.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Also, you can take a $20 bill and fold it in a certain way, and it shows the Pentagon with a hole in it and the Twin Towers falling. I'm not even joking with you.
Oh, that's that Nostradamus type shit, right?
Dude, they're just rubbing it in our face at this point.
God damn, they were right all along. God damn, why are we listening to these people?
Alex Jones, where are you? Save us.
But sorry, guys. I really have to end this one because I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
All right, man.
I'm sorry, man. I love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you too,
Say bye.
Sal.
Say bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Tonka,
See you guys.
Juicy Poo.